am I doing?
Okay. I gotta do some maintenance on my katana.
Looky there, Deb Rose. Hey, beautiful.
Dude, this thing's still stock sharp.
Yeah.
It's pretty impressive.
Only one says hi. Deb says hi.
What's up, everybody? Thanks for watching.
Hey, Michael.
Again, super impressed by the cold steel machetes. If you get one that was ground and sharpened properly. This one came properly ground and sharpened. This is the Thai machete. My Katana machete, it came with a terrible edge, so I had to redo it all myself, which was fine. You only paid $35 for this thing at the time. Highly recommend getting these if you want a budget way to get into cutting. Yeah, this one was made in South Africa. The better ones were made in Taiwan. Popped it. All right, let's do another zero static. Zero distance means I'm touching the bottle, and static means that the bottom stays after I cut it. Just like that.
They're asking, how's the orchard doing?
The orchard's good, man. It's out of control. There's hundreds of apples already on the ground. Running them over with my damn lawnmower. People are welcome to come get them. Just make sure to grab apples for my mom, because everybody just walks around and grabs off the bottom. There's thousands more up top. The peach trees are, I've never seen
They're
fruit
crazy.
trees grow this way.
I mean, every year has been everything in our yard this year's been,
Everything this year, yeah.
yeah.
But the peach trees are just, there's so much fruit that they're snapping the branches in half. So I constantly have to go down there and cut them down. Yeah, I need to learn how to trim better. I thought I did a good job this year. I did not.
Well, we also didn't know it was going to be that plentiful either after last year.
No, this is our third year, and they were not even close.
Yeah.
Bad cut. How many people got watching?
About 75.
Okay, I have good news and bad news. I'll wait for a few more people, some of the regulars to get in here. Good news and bad news. Okay, what pattern are we gonna start with?
Polly asked if there was going to be tomahawk throwing at DangerFest. I know a guy who's interested, but prefers tomahawk throwing to knives.
Yeah, dude, it's literally half knife, half tomahawk. Well, mostly knife.
Mostly knife.
We only have one event for tomahawks,
Well, I mean, that's
which is weird. We should come up with some more stuff for tomahawks later.
Right. Yeah. Because, like, if we did Mountain Man, but a lot of times by Sunday we don't get to.
It's like the exact opposite of Waddle and WKTL. They mainly throw axes and throw knives on the side. We mainly throw knives and throw tomahawks on the side. It's weird, because to me and the majority of people I know, tomahawks are much easier.
Right.
But
Right. But an answer
yeah,
to that,
man, we got
yes.
a whole amateur and pro event for tomahawks.
Tomahawks will be Saturday.
Yes. Saturday afternoon.
It's a good idea, Miss Deb. Maybe,
Okay,
maybe
excellent
next year
cut
I'll
on the
have you run
second
it.
one. I really screwed that up on the first one.
We're over 100.
Okay.
Oh,
One-handed.
oh,
Super hard to
perfect.
cut a
He's so good. See, he's always on it. I don't even know why
empty.
I thought, you know, I needed to, you know.
And with the machete,
I'm
I
getting there.
don't care about whacking my stand.
I got my.
Wow.
So, hey.
Ah. Pretty rusty on my cutting, that's for sure. It's not bad. Okay, let's try a double horizontal. So, this way, this way. That was super easy. Feel good. So I went that way, that way. Now let's go this way, this way. Wait, how do I do it? Yeah. Right? No. Yeah, okay. That was a clean cut on the first one. Damn. Not bad. All right, I got the target behind me because I wanted to maybe integrate a couple cuts after I do this one here. Do a cut and then transition to a throw of some sort. Man, that first cut though, it feels like nothing. But I think about this. So I got the knife on my belt, then I'm missing one of my shuriken that fits in this box. This is 3D printed shuriken magazine, Iga Tengu. And I think it's great, but I thought it would be better if it was turned at a 45-degree angle so I can grab a tip. Makes it easier to throw, because whenever I grab it flat, I always have to transition to the tip. So Iga messaged me a few days ago and said he's working on the 45-degree one, so I'm excited about that. I was watching. Come on.
Went straight right there, didn't it? Should be a little bit more forward.
Well,
It's more forward. There you go.
got it. Okay, the good news and the bad news. What do you guys want to hear first? The good news or the bad news? Let me know in the chat. And this only pertains to people that are coming to DangerFest, really.
True that.
Huh? But,
Michael St. Vincent said bad.
bad news.
Lex said good.
Well, I'll start with the bad, and then we'll end with good. Marcus Bahart, my brother from another mother from Sweden. Everybody may know him on YouTube as Soul Thrower. Excellent knife thrower, really good friend of ours. He's been coming to DangerFest for the past 3 years, I think.
Yeah.
He called me today on the way home, he will not be able to make it. He's got some family stuff going on, and that's much more important than traveling across the world and throwing knives, I guess, apparently. But yeah, that bums me out, but that's just how things go. And over the years, I've kind of learned that, you know, just be grateful for what you have at the time. You know, things change. You know, I always look back at certain DangerFests where, you know, so many of my friends were there all at one time, and it just hasn't worked out that way since 2019.
Yeah.
But since then, we've you know, anyway, I'm just super bummed about that. It turns out, oh, the other good news, Loic, the Dirty Barbarian, will be coming back. So we guaranteed that today. That's pretty cool. But the big news I have is I finally talked with Luke, the new representative from Cold Steel, today. Cold Steel is coming to DangerFest this year. We still have to talk about sponsorship and all that stuff, but he will definitely be there. So I can't really speak more on anything else until I know. But that's huge. Not just for me or DangerFest, but for the whole knife throwing community to have a huge company like Cold Steel involved. And I've been a huge fan of Cold Steel forever. Cold Steel, Cold Steel, Cold Steel. You know, I've got almost everything Cold Steel. So that's huge. Thank you, Luke and Stickman and everybody there that's involved. I'm just excited. I'm just super excited about that. And there's some possibilities for future endeavors there. You know, we've already talked about some other stuff like knife design and stuff. And, you know, that was the first time I've been able to actually talk to someone on the phone and give them all my steel. And I even told them negatives, you know. I was like, I hate this, love this. And it was a great conversation. So that was really cool. So thank you, Luke. Appreciate that. Bullseye. Ooh. All right, now what do you got? All right, let's. Okay, we got the machete going. All right, let's bust out something rad. I haven't done any bottle cutting with this. I haven't done any cutting with this. Very excited about this. I've done a lot of throwing with it. This is the Lilith from Tops Knives, designed by Jason Johnson. This should cut pretty well. I could probably touch it up a little bit from it for sure. But yeah, this should be good. I'm not sure if I want to put my finger in there for cutting or not. I don't think it's going to matter. Maybe a little, I don't know. Not bad, not the best angle. Let's try that again. You always want everything at a 45 degree. That was pretty good. All right, let's see if we can get a double on it. And then, if I'm feeling lucky, I haven't paced this off. I have no idea what distance this is. It's close to 10 feet, so I'm gonna turn and throw this. This spins quick, so we'll see. As long as I don't step in too far, I think I'll be okay. That was pretty close. It feels good. Not quite the best geometry for cutting bottles efficiently like a Katana, but it's good. There we go. Oh my God, my hand's wet. That was stupid. This thing's really tough though. I already beat the shit out of it. All right, my estimate was wrong. Spin throwing, man. It kind of shows you why instinctive throwing will always be king for unknown distances. You can kind of guess, but you really need to be on. Actually, that's 4 of my paces is almost perfectly 3 meters or 10 feet. 1, 2, 3, 4, spin. I practiced that for so long, I know that's dead on. All right. So if I, oh, that'd be a good transition there. Whack to throw. And this thing scares me, I'll be honest. Ricochets, don't want to end up on the bad end of this. A little underspun. Still stuck in there good. This thing is sick. Okay. All right, let's check out this kukri I got here. This is a highly modified kukri. This was done first by Frankie Sosto, FS Blades. He was the one that did the original kukri that Jason Johnson took on the show Knife or Death on History Channel. This is one of the first ones, and Jason took it and modified it. Super thin profile. It's basically a 0 grind. Ooh, I haven't done this one in a long time. Well, I got the second one, but it was on top. Ah. Not gonna throw this one. That was stupid. Cut the shoulder off though.
Polly asked, how thick were the cuts?
What? How thick?
Yeah.
I'm not sure what you mean, man. Like,
I don't
I'm not sure what you mean. You have to elaborate a little bit.
Stephen asked, could you chop a cactus down with a sword?
I chop a man down with a sword.
They're pretty brutal.
A cactus is organic, yes. I've been wanting to grow bamboo, but I have to go all the way to southern Indiana to get it.
So Rob Zombie said, slice high 1, down, then hit low 1.
So that's, you want to hit the top one first, then the low one? That one's easier because that's the trick. Hitting the bottom one before the top one falls off. But yeah, I can do that.
Michael, when he's done doing his cutting, I will have him go into the distances and stuff for DangerFest.
Yes, I'm going to, I plan on making a whole separate video for that, actually.
Okay.
But yes, I can demonstrate that now too. Yeah, I just want to cut a few more bottles and then we'll go back in the pole barn and start throwing. What just happened?
Oh. He wanted to know if you could split the wood with a throw, but it matters how thick the stump is. So I think he was wondering if you could split that right there with the
post?
With the throw.
It's a 4-inch post.
Yeah.
I still don't understand. Like to penetrate it? I'm not sure. Let's try it left hand. Woo. That's not that difficult.
The tree trunk. Oh, goodness, buddy. Woo. He said the tree trunk. I know.
I'm sorry, dude. I'm lost.
What?
All right, let's cut with the real katana a couple times.
Oh, I got it. He means the throwing target, not the... He's like wondering how thick that is.
Oh, it's 5 inches thick.
Yeah.
It could be. That one might be 6. I used to cut all my stuff into 6-inch targets, and I started doing it at 5. 5's best. 4's minimum. Knives don't do that much damage, but when you're throwing multiple tomahawks into a target, it can really devastate a target if it's not thick enough. Like you can literally chop edges off.
Ah.
Okay, last cut, then we'll go inside and do some throwing, which I'm really good at. This I'm not. I'm still just okay. What?
All right, one more.
Oh, I must have hit the spine. Well, I only got 1 bottle left after this, so we gotta do that. Oh, I got one more knife I want to show you guys. That is sick. The sharpest, best cutting edge I have as well. It's the Crusader Bowie by Jason Johnson. Yeah, that was a good one. Okay. Last bottle. 32 bottles goes pretty quick, doesn't it? Water is no good. High carbon. Last knife I'm going to show you. This is Crusader Bowie. Back when COVID happened, I flew to Nebraska to hang out with Jason for a week. And that's when this knife was born. And since then, he's made several different, well, same shape, but he does different things with the blade. It's so thin, it's so sharp. Okay.
Thank you.
Check this out. Well, if I can get it to bite. Ah, it sucked. Never mind. Anyway. All right, let's do some throwing. I can wipe off my glasses. I got water all over them. Okay, so someone asked about the distances for DangerFest, and these distances are kind of universal. They only differ, like at DangerFest, we make you count the rotations for conventional, but we're changing that rule this year for amateurs. Only need to, for amateurs, if you can't throw the correct rotation, if you're further than you need to be, I'm going to allow you to throw whatever you can, as long as you're behind that distance. But the distance go as such: 2 meters, 7 feet, give or take. 3 meters, 10 feet, give or take. 13 feet, 4 meters. 16 feet, 5 meters. 6 meters, 20 feet. 7 meters, 23 feet. Amateurs must throw 2 to 6 meters, which should be 2 rotations, 1 rotation, 1.5, 2, and 2.5. So 5 distances, so that way we're all throwing. There's a possible, if you can hit a perfect score, it's 300. So the pros throw from 3 meters to 7 meters. That's 1 spin to 3 spin. So we take away the easiest distance and we add a harder distance. It's the same for knives and tomahawks. Tomahawks are slightly different though, because tomahawks, there is no half spin. You don't grab the knife or the tomahawk by the blade. So if you're unfamiliar with that, let me know. I'll go into more detail. I'll show more of I'll do a more in-depth video on that. But tomahawks are a little different. 1 spin, there is no half spin, so it starts at 3 meters. 1 rotation. You step back 1 distance, it's 1.5 rotations. Then you step back, this is where tomahawks and knives are very different. 1 rotation, 1.5, then I jump a whole distance. Well, for me I do. You can stand here at 5 meters and do 2 rotations, but you have to throw it, so you have to snap to get 2 rotations. I like to stand where I stand. This is about 6.5 meters, 2 rotations. And that's exactly what I was talking about with the amateur distances. If you cannot make your 2 spin there and you have to throw further away, you're at a disadvantage. So what I'm doing is allowing you to throw from up here regardless of the rotation. If you can no spin throw your tomahawk from there, if you're an amateur, I'll let it slide. But just know when you move up to pro, we count rotations. You must throw the correct rotation per distance. The Euro rules are very different. They allow you to throw, doesn't matter, you can kick it. You can kick your tomahawk, and if it goes and sticks in a target, I don't think that's a real rule, but you know what I mean? Like, however you get it there is what works. No spin's the same. Amateur, 2 meters to 6 meters. Pro, 3 meter to 7 meter. And we also have, last year, we started the first time an instinctive throw, half spin. So half spin's the same. Amateurs, 2 to 6 meters. Pros, 3 to 7 meters. And that's all half spin throwing. I'm pretty excited about that. Last year, it was raining when I had to throw. And then, of course, we have the instinctive throw. That's all, you can throw however you want. It's just unmarked distances on the ground that you have to do. That was very popular the past few years, so I'm excited about that. The instinctive throw, I have a couple things in mind that I want to try and build, but I'm just going to build it and do my best and see how it comes out at the end. That's kind of what we do every year, and it's coming out. It's worked out pretty well, so. People are always asking me where to get knives. I have taken all of the respected knife makers that I personally know and endorse, and I put them in the description of the video. So if you're looking for knives to buy now, today, you can go to any one of those websites. There's 2 on Etsy, 1 at its own website, and another one you have to contact Larry Maier through Gmail. And any information that you need about DangerFest or anything like that, you can go to fulltanclan.com. We own the domain, so I forgot. I've been forgetting for months to tell you guys that. fulltanclan.com. The website will be up maybe sometime. Mm-hmm. But
it's starting.
Huh?
It's starting slowly, but
well, we've had the domain for like 6 years.
So James Mitchell asked a question on the tomahawks, and he asked, is it even possible to no spin a tomahawk?
Yeah, it is. There's a few different ways of doing it. You can kind of throw it like a knife and kind of lob it in there. I consider that more of a half spin when it sticks like that. I'm releasing it here, It's turning like that. So it's technically a half spin, but we'll call it no spin. A true no spin should stick somewhere like that, which is difficult to do because of that right there. This will hit the target. The better way of doing no spin is like this. Whoop. That's more of a true no spin in my opinion, because it leaves my hand right here and it only turns just a little bit. That's the goal anyway, right? So the cheat code to this, choke up. And just let it slide out, dude. Ah, too much. I lifted a little too much, excuse me, upon my release. Too much. See, I want them to stick straight. I mean, you know, a stick is a stick. That's something that I have not practiced a whole lot and that I actually learned from Soul Thrower, Marcus Bahart. When I saw him choke up like that, I was like, yeah, of course, that's the easy way of doing it. Because I'm always doing it like a knife. That's pretty good though. A stick is a stick.
Maybe they're asking how your elbow's doing this week.
Actually, my elbow's great. Don't talk about it. Don't bring it up. How about that? It's just, I don't know what I do to it. There's just something that happens. It's fine right now. Like, it was hurting so bad I couldn't even do push-ups last week. I don't know what it is. It feels like a pinched nerve.
Someone, I'm not repeating the name, that said, how single do you have to be to have an axe throwing garage?
What does that even?
Most, yeah.
Cool comment, dude. Let's show off these. These are the Necromancer Model 4. This is a knife that you can buy right now from William Heckman. Heckman and something professional. Heckman in white professional. In the description of the video. Really, really handle heavy knives. This bulb right here, really, these are really beginner friendly, no spin knives. Oh my God. Yeah. As you can see, that those two throws, it's really easy to cancel out your throw. I haven't thrown these in a couple weeks. These are more of a push throw. There's push slide, there's pull, there's just straight push. A straight push is just this here. I'm just pushing off of my fingertip. The fingertip is the only thing that matters. That's preferable for further distances. Just like that right there. The only thing that matters is this, my fingertip.
You are correct, Patrick. His question is actually invalid.
Oh. There we go. Getting a little more used to them now. So now I'm transitioning to a push slide. The more velocity you put on it, you need to have a little bit of a slide. And some people even have a grip like this. They hold it really high and they start to slide immediately. So then they feel the majority of the spine. I'm holding it at the balance point or just in front. So I'm push sliding like this. A straight push throw is usually at the balance point or slightly behind, and you're just pushing it to counteract the rotation. All right, let's try a couple further distances here. Yeah, I cannot recommend knives with this design enough especially for beginners, and these are for pros too. Too much. So this knife is it's not quite symmetrical both sides have a slightly different curve there. And what that means is the curve, the one with the curve more on the side, can actually allow you to cancel more. So I like to throw from the lazier side, and then when I get past my comfort zone, then I flip it around. Let's try that again. There, that's better. These are made from 5160 high carbon steel. William has gone through many, many different heat treatments, procedures over the years. He's snapped many, many knives. He guarantees these for 5 years. 5-year guarantee on a throwing knife is absolutely crazy. And the one reason, which I'm not a huge fan of, but this is the most durable tip you're gonna get. That's the profile. Look at that. Look how fat it is. I would prefer a much more aggressive point, but this is a tip that you can guarantee forever. Neck knife. Everybody's always asking about this. This is the Tokyo Spike from Cold Steel. This is the old version. You cannot buy this anymore. Fortunately, today, I was talking to Luke, the new representative of Cold Steel, which he is going to be at DangerFest this year. That's a huge thing. But we are talking about just, you know, consumer info to help better the products. So I gave him a lot. I've been throwing Cold Steel since I started throwing. So I gave him a lot of pros and cons. It was nice. Like, he let me just talk. And I said, this is shit. This is good. You know, and he listened. It was cool. All right, let's try some half spin stuff with these, which anything slightly handle heavy, in my opinion, is just great for it. Whoops. Man, that was interesting that they all went to this spot. So there is throwing, just general throwing, and then there's throwing. And what I mean by that is, I wasn't aiming, I was just looking in this general area, kind of this area, and I was throwing. I wasn't, you know, dialing in or anything. I think that's like another form of instinctive throwing, in my opinion. You know, if I stand here and I set up and I aim, that's a whole different thing than just the turn and burn. Or this. See? I strive to be able to just turn and burn. Like, I want to practice so much that I can just turn and throw, like in the movies, right? I think it's just another level to what instinctive throwing could be. All right, let's try some overhand, which these are handle heavy. So that means I'm going to slide out of my hand more and spin more slowly. So that means I have to put more flick on it. Okay, a lot of flick. I just need to follow through.
Oh.
Haven't had one like that in a while, especially to the right. Almost all ricochets go to the left if you're a right-hander. All right, I'm gonna do a little walk back. What's up?
You were challenged by Ryan. He says, can you hit the playing card 3 times in a row?
I could try. I didn't hear any stipulations.
No stipulations, that's all I said.
How about 10 feet? Is 10 feet good? Oh, wow. There we go. Every knife performs a little differently. Yeah, what do I get for hitting it 3 times in a row? Oh, by the way, I am gay for pay. That's why we're on here. No, you know, I was joking around a couple weeks ago about someone called me gay in the comments, and I made a post about it saying, yeah, I am gay. And then one of you guys commented, say, are you really gay? I thought you had a girlfriend.
He does.
Yes, I have a girlfriend. I am very straight, but I will be gay if it makes me win the argument. If you want to come at me and call me gay, I'm a faggot.
Oh, goodness.
And I can say that word because I'm gay. Oh. Gonna get canceled.
I am.
Gonna get canceled. All right, we're gonna try.
Don't worry, Ryan. I am his girl.
I'm gonna put up a new card and we're gonna try 3 knives into 1 card. This usually takes some practice. If I can do this first try, I am the best knife thrower today.
Ryan, he just likes to mess with the trolls and play their game.
Everybody needs an electric stapler on their range. What knives to throw? Ooh, here we go. Clean these up, been thrown with these. These are the Nobu by Bullseye Blades. Congratulations to Cody and his new wife.
Yes.
They got married last weekend. I apologize, we couldn't make it because we're poor. But if you want to support him, Bullseye Blades, they make some of the best throwing knives on the planet. This is one of my favorite designs. These are the ones I won last year at DangerFest. Okay. 3 knives, 1 card. Oh, just left. Ah. That's pretty good though. I mean, messed up, nailed it, too far right. You know, you don't always want, you know, don't always want to smack your other knives either, but let me try that again. How cool would it be if I stuck that same slot? Ah, get some, second try, baby.
Nice.
Okay, so that's called an edge cut right there because it cut the outer edge. This is called a center cut because you didn't hit the outer edge.
There you go, Ryan.
So in mountain man throwing, that's what you want to get. Mountain man throwing is like a traditional way of throwing where people dress up and all that shit and they throw at cards a lot. So that would be an excellent score. So, anybody else got any more challenges? One guy, he's got all but hurt. I had a viral video last week. It's up to 1 million now, my magic trick one. And this guy is so convinced that I edited my video. And I said, if you can prove it, I'll send you $1,000 right now. And he sent me screenshots and all this stuff. And I said, nice try, you know. And then he's all butthurt and he's going into the comments telling everybody like, oh, I watched his live stream one night. It's just clang, 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 miss. And, you know, sometimes it is. It depends on what I'm doing, right? 1.5 spin. Oh. Ooh. Just outside. Okay, what time we got, man?
You're at 6:45. We're heading into trick shot time.
Okay, we're getting close to trick shot time. How many people are watching?
We have about 5 clickers.
Not bad. Thanks for watching, everybody. If you find any value or you got any entertainment out of this video, like, comment, subscribe, all that bullshit. Tap the screen if you think that I did something cool. It really helps us in the algorithm. I'd appreciate it. Tapping your screen's free. Subscribing's free. We do this every week. Every first Thursday of every month, we do a giveaway. $100 custom throwing knife of your choice. Okay.
How long have you been throwing?
We're going on about 14 years. Okay, we got, it's trick shot time. I need some suggestions. Is there any kind of implement you guys want me to throw? Or no spin, or half spin, or rotation? You guys let me know. You got a
Thanks, Mark.
couple choices here.
You tell him, Rob.
Old stuff. Whoops. We got machetes, chef.
So Michael St. Vincent said 7 meter, 1 spin underhand can pin.
Ooh, 7 meter. Jesus, dude, that's fucking.
Let's
That's
not,
a good one.
Yeah.
I could probably do that pretty quick.
Okay.
But that's the dude. He's a tattoo artist. He's coming to DangerFest.
Oh, that's the tattoo artist?
I think it's you, right? Michael St. Vincent. Yeah, he's from Instagram. All right, let me.
That we have to get someone saying 2 knives at the same time, 2 partners.
That's a good one. That's a pretty good one. I would consider that a trick shot. Because sometimes people call things trick shots, and I consider it more trick throwing, like this, under the leg, behind the back, something like that. I call that trick throwing, trick shots. It's something different. You know?
It is him.
So 2 cards, 2 knives, that's pretty good. Michael St. Vincent, thank you for that suggestion. We'll do that one another time. That's more like a giveaway deal. I'm not scared of that one. I'm not scared of it. I bet I can do that within 10, 15 minutes. But let's do the 2 card, 2 knife thing. I think we can, I like that one. I like that suggestion. Let me throw up a couple cards here. Now I can't put these cards too far away from each other. That's kind of the key. It's harder. The further your cards are apart, the more difficult it is to do this.
All right, one more chance.
Because you got to figure out a way to throw your knives and make them separate.
Come at me, bro.
So there's a special trick that you have to do when you're holding your knives to get them
All
to
right,
separate.
that was it.
So we'll go. Oh, I'm running out of staples. That's 1 card apart. Give or take. Okay, so I don't want to be too close when I'm doing this. So we're gonna do it about 4, maybe 5 meters on this. Got 6 knives here. I'm not gonna show you my trick, how I hold them at the moment, but we're gonna give it a shot. We're gonna be doing no spin. I think it's easier to get them to separate that way.
Love you, Deb. We're doing this no spin.
Man! So I got them to separate properly. If I would have had it down and left a little bit, that would have been first try would have been cool. But oh, okay. Not bad.
Hey, Michael Thoman.
That first try really looked promising, though. I'm pretty sure we can do it. Okay. All right, so. Damn. Let me try something else real quick. There's one. See, that way they don't really separate, they kind of stay together. Oh, all right, I'm gonna try another technique. I did this at 6 or 7 meters a few months ago, which was very difficult. The same thing, they were spread out a little bit further apart. It's on my channel somewhere. Let's try. So in my mind, I'm gonna be throwing sidearm, so maybe they'll split. I don't know. I don't think I've ever done this before.
Probably won't come to DangerFest. You can drive home with the target.
The tip with this is getting your finger on both knives equally. Which I'm not, yeah. All right, let's try. We did underhand, sidearm. Let's do overhand and see if that works. Oh, that one separated pretty good.
Okay.
Oh, that one looked great. It's just underspun. Okay, I think this might be the best bet. Overhand, half spin.
We have some friends in California.
Almost. Underspun.
Oh!
Okay. It seems pretty promising, actually.
Elena, we are from Indiana.
That was dumb. Ah! This is harder than hitting a damn can.
Oh, Ryan, we host.
A lot of luck that comes into play with this. It's hard to get them to do what you want every time. That's for sure.
Ryan, we host DangerFest. It is our throw, actually.
See,
And
one
absolutely
does
will
what you
teach
want
you.
it to, and the other one's slightly off.
Hi, Greg.
That was close. Okay.
Seems that way, doesn't it, Ega?
That one looked good. Ah! All right, I'm gonna switch back to try a couple of nose spins again. And then we might just move on and pin a can to get this over with.
And actually, Ryan, at DangerFest, there will be so many people there that will be willing to teach you how to throw and interact. You'll have a lot of fun.
Oh!
Dang.
Yo! So the one underspun, so that's, yeah. Like I said, these are 1/4 inch thick knives, so it's hard to get your finger on there just right. Probably just cock block myself. Yo!
Let's see what we got going on, Pellywog.
All right, I gotta try some more overhands. Pretty promising.
Oh, we got some good ones in Ohio, Alien. We got Lauren and Sam. There was Chillicothe before that went to Missouri. James Seaton, very looking forward to seeing you. James Seaton's on, babe.
Ah! Ah! Well, okay. We're getting close. We're getting close, baby. I consider this a pretty advanced throw. Of course, luck definitely comes into play, but it takes a different finesse to do this.
We don't host in other states. We do go to some other throws that are in other states. But if you go to the pinned chat that I have pinned and I put the information, go to the fulltangclan.com website, and there's a link on there for DangerFest.
Ah! Can't get them both to do what I want.
But yeah, but you're throwing
Thanks,
two
dude.
knives at one time, Sean. It's a little bit more difficult than one knife at one time.
The one got away from me.
You can come join us.
Bad finger
Show how
placement.
it's done.
Ah! All right, man. I tried. I apologize. That's a very difficult one, actually.
All right, some people want to see you then throw one knife, baby.
What?
Some people want to see you again throw one knife. And
At the card?
that's you. There you go. Perfect.
Gay. Way high. Ah! I was overspun. Damn it. That was a good one.
The one in
Okay.
Missouri is actually
Let's pin a
looking-
can. Let's get this over with. Let's, what's up?
Let's go 5 meters.
Okay.
To any of you that want him to teach you, he will. So log
I got
in
a
next
can
week
weight
and
sitting
any
here. Someone
questions
put it in there.
that you
It
have,
helps. I'm gonna do underhand half.
then he'll demonstrate for you. Welcome, Ryan.
So what's that one?
What?
The amount of attacks.
Haha. Ah. That was dumb.
Ah.
All right, we're getting closer. You ever stabbed yourself in the finger with an X-Acto knife? That is a different kind of hurt.
James Mitchell asked, when you were throwing two knives, would that be considered throwing no reload?
No. No reload is when you throw one, then the other. We have them stacked in your hand so you can throw multiple knives at once.
Rat Iceman or Ice Mechanic design file that says you know get work against that deal. With the super set of $2.
My dog?
Yeah.
That'd be cool, except the internet would flip the fuck out. Anytime she just wanders into a video where I have many people watch it, people are like, I'm so worried about the dog. He shouldn't be throwing with the dog in there. She's been around me throwing for so long now, she's smarter than most people are when it comes to knife safety. She stays away. Come on. thing's bothering me.
It's a good question, Ryan. May have to try that next week. Baby, Ryan wants to know if you can throw no reload from behind your back. Not necessarily right now, but...
That's something that I've never practiced. No reload, I have very, very little practice with. It's something that I've never really cared about in the past. Most people that throw no reload, it's not impressive. They're standing about 7 feet away. No reload impresses me if you're 10 feet or further. That's when it's rad. You know. But I was shown something a few months ago, a different way of holding your knives, and I need to practice it more. It's just, I practice so many things. I'll get to that eventually. You know, I'll practice that more. It's just, there's so many things that I practice. It's hard to stay on top of one thing. That was close. I don't talk myself up a whole lot, hardly ever, but one thing that I know that I excel at is throwing all the ways. You'd be hard pressed to find another thrower that can throw half spin, no spin, and rotation the way that I do. Ah!
Baby, what knives are you throwing?
These are my design, one of the many different iterations of the Danger Dashi. This is the 8.5 inches of Danger, available at deltadalpha.com. Not right now. Don't go there. Don't look. We're in a transition period. We are changing distributors. People are going to be sending knives out. Check back. Maybe next month. We have DangerFest. A lot of stuff. I'm not even sure. But I promise things will be up and going back in fall. And we are reducing the pieces. There was over 150 different throwers on deltadalpha.com. We're going to be focusing on my designs only in the beginning, and then maybe we'll trickle back into having more designs later. But this one here is the 1/4 inch version. I prefer this for my everyday throwing. See how thick it is? And then my EDC one, big old fat daddy, 3/8 thick. It's got that big fuller in the middle there. Yeah, we're gonna have more of those in stock soon. That's when that pisses me off. Cans here, knife went there. Same thing. Ah, that was close. So that one was actually perfect. It was just a timing thing. As long as they're in line. It's fucking retarded. Fuck. Oh.
Hey, Josh.
They say the camera adds 10 pounds. 10 pounds of what? I don't know. Pressure? Well.
That's awesome, Ryan.
Sometimes they're quicker, sometimes they're not.
Email him, Ryan, on that and ask him. I would ask him now, but I don't want to throw his concentration. And his email is also on the fulltangclan.com page as well.
Fuck!
No.
Bad bounce.
Babe, which knife is it around your neck?
Cold Steel Tokyo Spike. Unfortunately, you can't buy them anymore. They're discontinued. I've looked all over the internet. I'd like to buy a couple more myself. But I was in talks with Cold Steel today, and I told them that it'd be cool if they brought this back. So fingers crossed, maybe it'll happen in the future. Fuck, dude.
Oliver wants to know what you know about knife crafters throwing knives.
I don't know that name. Like, is that a company name, or do you mean like custom throwing knife makers? And by the way, all the custom throwing knife makers that you can get knives for relatively cheap are in the description of this video right now. The companies that I personally endorse. Did he say what he meant?
He said, yes, they were very old.
I've never heard of that company. And I know
No, a lot.
the old ones are Case, Olson, Truebow.
He said they're from the 1930s.
No. I'd like to see a picture, actually. Because if it's something old like that, then a friend of mine has one. Rick Lindbergh has a knife throwing museum, and it's going to be opening up, I think, next year in Las Vegas. And his collection is unparalleled.
Cool. Oliver, you can send it to his email. If you go to fulltangclan.com, it has a link to his email address. You'd love to see it.
Yeah, I'm kind of getting to the point where I don't even care.
Love you, Sarah. He's been thrown about 14 years, Mike.
Fuck you. I'm done. We're done.
All right, everybody, catch us next week. We will be back live at 6 p.m. Eastern Time next Thursday. Have a great week.